MCC Dad Cyclist Diaries, and we are back for episode 2 of the hill climb prep. So in this episode today, I wanted to provide an overview of how I have set up my nutrition to now work towards my weight loss target for the 27th of May, but also to fuel the training that I'm going to be doing to now try and really increase my power and fitness over the next 8 weeks. So in terms of my starting weight at the beginning of this prep, which was last week, I was 77.6 kg and I am 6'4", just under 193 centimeters. In terms of body composition, so body fat and lean muscle mass percentage, I haven't actually got any of these measured at the moment. I haven't had time to do those this week, but I have got a bioelectrical impedance machine at home that I use, which is fairly accurate, and I'm planning on getting some measures over the coming week to just identify where, body fat and lean muscle tissue is at as I go through this prep as well. So as mentioned in episode 1, I have now set up MyFitnessPal. This is the app that I'm going to be using to ensure that I'm staying on top of my energy expenditure, but also managing and monitoring the calories that are coming in so I can stay aligned with the weight loss target that I've got in place, but also ensure that I'm consuming the right macronutrients to fuel the training that I'm going to be doing to make that progress with the performance, but also ensure that my recovery is where it needs to be to also maximize that progress. The weight that I would like to achieve or get to by the 27th of May is 74 kilos. I've always found my optimal sort of race weight to be around 75 kg. And in previous years, I've always worked to that 75 kilo target. Now, the reason why I'm working to 74 kg this year is just to give myself a bit of a cushion, but also when I'm fueling up the day and morning of the events, that I've actually got that kilo to play with in terms of when I'm consuming those carbohydrates. So I can actually arrive at the start line around that 74, 75 kg mark. Just on a side note, I haven't always been within this 70 kilo range. Years ago, at the start of my cycling journey, I was actually 20 kilos heavier, around 95 kg. And that journey and how I've got to this point is something that I will post in another future video. So in terms of my base calories that I now have set to work towards this weight loss target, MyFitnessPal has me set at 1,788 as my base calorie goal. This has been calculated off my weight loss target over the duration that I'd now like to drop the weight, but also my general daily activity. And outside of the training that I'm actually doing itself, I'm really quite inactive. I spend most of the day just in the office at my desk working, and there's not really much other physical activity going on. It might be just going out with a pram to take a little one out for a walk, or, but apart from that, it's very much sort of office desk based. And the main exercise that I do is really just through my training. So that's why I have set my activity level to quite inactive through my sort of general day-to-day life. So I've taken this 1,788 calories and run with this so far. I then add any additional exercise, of course, or calories burnt through exercise and the training that I'm doing to this. And that is what will determine my calorie intake on a day, whether it be obviously a rest day, an easier ride, an intense ride. I'm combining those calories together, and that is what I'm using to determine my fueling or the amount of food that I'm eating on that specific day. So far, this has been working really well. As I mentioned at the start of the prep last week, I was 77.6 kg. As of today, I am 76.5 kg. So the calories and everything that I have set is working well. If anything, I'm ahead of the game in terms of the weekly weight loss target that I have. As I say, I haven't got a huge amount to lose, but calories appear to be where they need to be. And I've been feeling good in my training sessions this week as well so far, feeling fueled, recovering well. Just in terms of my macronutrient distribution, I will be going into a lot more detail on this, taking you through, what my meals are, how I'm fueling, the timing of when I'm fueling on rest days, training days, but also throughout the week. But just as a general overview, as part of this video and an intro on the nutrition side of things today, I really just look at what I have planned for the day ahead. So for example, if it's a rest day like I'm on today, I will reduce down carbohydrates, but really just keep that protein intake nice and high. So really on every day, whether it's a training day or a rest day, I'm always trying to have a minimum of 1.5 to 1.75 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, just to support the training that I'm doing, ensure that protein is available to help with the recovery side of things and make progress. Even on a rest day today, though, I may even push that protein intake up to 2 grams of protein per kg of body weight. And what I will then do on a rest day, the changes or the differences here, I will then just reduce carbohydrates down, as I won't need those carbohydrates on a rest day because I won't be performing, a high intensity training session or a longer training ride. what I would do then alongside the protein on a rest day, as I say, make that increase, but just ensure that I'm having lots of really good quality calories. And what I mean by that normally is, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, as they are also, really high in vitamin and minerals. That's going to help on rest days to get those into the body, which is also going to help with the recovery process, support the immune system as well, alongside, a structured sort of rigorous training program is really important, but also just pad out those calories that I've got available on a rest day, and be able to maybe consume a bit more calories because I'm using the protein and the micronutrients, which I can use there. The change that I will then make on a training day, I will look at what's planned. Certainly, if it's a higher intensity training session like a VO2 max or a threshold workout or a longer endurance ride, that's where I will then increase the carbohydrate from a rest day going into a training day, up carbohydrate intake to ensure that I have the fuel available. Certainly, as I say, for those sessions that are going to be more anaerobic type efforts, pushing up to that top end to ensure that I have the energy available there. And then, of course, keeping that protein where it needs to be as well. But really, just the key is looking at what I have planned. And this, I think, is the great thing as well, or it is the great thing, is just having that structure there with your training, knowing what your sessions are going to be. Also then using the MyFitnessPal to help you align your nutrition with this as well, because if you have that structure there and you know what's planned on the day, it's then a lot easier for you to say, right, today I know I'm on a rest day, reduce carbs, increase protein, consume lots of fruits and vegetables. Today I've got if it's today I've got a harder training session, then really increase that carbohydrate intake to ensure that the fuel is available there, whilst then using the MyFitnessPal to ensure that you're staying within those calorie targets as well. But yeah, just wanted to document that overview of how I've set up the nutrition side of things today, in terms of also the goals, where I've started with the weight side of things, what I'm working towards there, setting that target, and telling you guys about it as well also really holds me accountable to that, which is, as mentioned, one of the main reasons why I'm also doing this as well. But also, if that's maybe helped some of you guys as well in terms of setting up the nutrition side of things, a little bit of an insight in how to, adapt your fueling depending on what you have planned. As I mentioned, I will be going into this in a lot more detail throughout the prep now over the next 8-9 weeks, showing you what I'm using there. But yeah, as always, guys, if you found it useful today, you found it interesting, thank you so much for watching. Please drop a like on the video. It's the first time you're watching the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Go back to episode 1, maybe watch that one as well. But yeah, guys, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day and speak to you soon. See you in the next video.